On today's episode of VR Dynamite, we check out the first man to play his Oculus Quest in actual outer space. This crazy engineer's designed the ultimate Oculus Quest head strap, and it's free. We dive into some of the games revealed at the Oculus Games Showcase and discover some facts about the games you might have missed. All that and more coming up on What's going on, guys? Welcome to VR Dynamite. I'm Derek, you're the Demolition Crew, and this is the channel that brings you all things VR news. Now, before we get started, there's a hidden dynamite somewhere in this video, and it's not this one, okay? So, what I want you to do is find it and then comment with a timestamp in the comments below of when you saw the dynamite, the game you don't own but wish you did, and you're entered in for a chance to win that game. Now, you can enter in every video and each one gives you another entry to win that game. So let's get into it. All right, before we get started, there's an elephant in the room. This channel started just 3 weeks ago, not even 2 weeks and a day, and we are now at almost 500 subscribers. It took 2 weeks to get the first 100 and then only 2 days to get us up to 500. So we're almost on our way to 1,000. And this is huge. I gotta thank everybody personally who subscribed. And you know what? I'm gonna do you proud. We're gonna make this channel huge. And one day you're gonna be able to tell people that, yeah, I was like the first 500 people to subscribe to that channel. Now it's in the millions. Who knows? Hopefully. I'm gonna make it happen. And with your help, we're gonna get there for sure. So let's get into the news of the day. We got a spicy one for you. The Oculus Quest 2 is going to space. Yes, for real. The French astronaut Thomas Pesquet, I hope I said that right, he is bringing the Oculus Quest 2 to the International Space Station. And this opens up so many questions like, what's Echo Arena gonna be like to play in actual zero-G? Not only that, is he gonna play the International Space Station game in the International Space Station? This is stuff we have to know. And I think we're gonna get answers. I'm gonna try to reach out and actually see if we can't get some solid answers on what he plans to do with it. Next up, a little known YouTube channel called Adam and Evil posted a video revealing a brand new head strap that they're just crazy. They over-engineered this thing like you've never seen. You gotta check it out. Now, he's titled this head strap the Gearhead, and he's also given away the 3D printed plans to this, so you can download it and print it for free yourself from home. But just check out how cool this thing is. Now, I might just actually get my hands on one myself, and I'm thinking like spray paint it gold, do a VR Dynamite themed color scheme to it. I don't know, what do you think? It looks pretty cool. And honestly, there's two types of people in this world. There's people that love their Oculus Quest and they get the Elite strap and they like everything stock. And then there's people like me who love the Vive Deluxe audio strap and the added headphones, and we like just modding it. So at the end of the day, it's completely unique to us, or at least it feels unique to us, and we have a bond with it. So this thing's right up my alley. Tell me in the comments, are you gonna try this thing, or do you wish you could get your hands on one? And to be honest with you, this thing's probably more sturdy than anything Oculus has put up themselves, because I don't know if you've seen in Reddit lately, but it's every other day that somebody's commenting that their Elite head strap is cracked in half. People gotta stop buying these things. Public service announcement, eventually it will break if it hasn't broken yet. Yes, Oculus, they're good at replacing them, but trust me, you don't want to keep replacing them. I highly recommend the Deluxe audio strap. And I got a video coming up that shows you how to make the most comfortable stock setup possible, cheaper than any other option on the market today. But that's coming up in a later video. We'll get to that one later. So last night around dinner time, Oculus hosted their first ever games event. And you know what? Most of these games leaked. You know what? Oculus even leaked these games themselves minutes before their event happened. A couple of the trailers made it on YouTube a couple days ago and then got taken down really quick. So there really were no surprises here. But there's a couple honorable mentions we should talk about right now. The one that has me most excited is the brand new Walking Dead Saints and Sinners expansion pack called Aftershocks. Now, this is what appears to be a new story-based mission. A lot of us we're praying for co-op or we're praying for multiplayer. It hasn't come yet. They said it's not a priority right now for the development team, but it is on the radar. But let's just be happy that we're getting this new expansion pack for free. I love developers that just keep supporting a game after launch. Not all of them do that, and we're gonna get to that in a second. But let's give some praise to The Walking Dead. This looks like a really cool mission. But here's something that wasn't mentioned in the keynote. In order to play this free expansion pack, you have to have the original game completely beaten. So if you've been like me, honestly, this is a late night snack simulator to me sometimes. I get in this game and I'll spend 2 hours going through cabinets and drawers and fridges looking for snacks and looking for like just gear and stuff that I've barely actually touched the actual game story itself. So yeah, I gotta stop collecting, I gotta start playing. The good news is you still have some time to get this game and beat it because it doesn't drop till May 20th. So plenty of time to catch up and beat the game to unlock this new story. Next on my list is probably one of my favorite developers in the entire Oculus Quest ecosystem. It's Pistol Whip, and their new expansion is called Smoke and Thunder. Now, this looks like another story-driven narrative that brings you to the Wild West with these cool neon colors and no doubt incredibly addictive music. It's gonna be cool to shoot your way through old Western trains or blast your way through a saloon. I'm really looking forward to this one. And like Walking Dead, this is a completely free update. This developer has pumped out so many updates since launch. Now, when this game first came out, the developer was criticized because the game wasn't very deep. There wasn't as much content as people liked. But man, have they gone out of their way to over-deliver to the community. I'm honestly the biggest supporter of this developer, and all this goodwill, I feel guilty downloading these for free. That's how much stuff they've given me. I feel like I should be paying for this. But I tell you what, the next game this developer releases, I am gonna pay full price on day one and give them an instant review because they've supported us and it creates this goodwill, like you just wanna support them because you know you're gonna be taken care of after you've given your hard-earned money to them for the game. So be sure to check this one out when it drops. Now, the next one that has me super excited is a brand new The Climb 2 expansion pack. Already, this game just came out and we're getting an expansion pack and it looks pretty cool. It's a new freestyle mode. Now, they only showed us a little glimpse of it, so we don't know too much about the game mechanics for this, but it's free. This is one of those developers where I thought for sure we'd probably have to buy an update coming out, but this is a really good sign of things to come. If they're rolling out free expansions this soon, this game's got legs. So if you haven't picked it up yet, it's definitely something you want to consider, especially if you like the looks of it. And best of all, this was the one thing at this game event that actually drops today. That's right, you can go download this update right now and get your hands on the new freestyle mode. All right, now let's talk about what I consider maybe like the most underwhelming thing in the whole event that mattered to me was the new Star Wars Galaxy's Edge expansion pack. We got just a tiny little glimpse at it. They announced that there's gonna be a new character we get to meet, and I can't even pronounce his name. I'm not even gonna try. It's some crazy Star Wars name. I'll, drop the name right here, see if you can even read it. But nobody knew who this character was, but if you're a fan of Disney and if you're a fan of the Disney parks, especially the land that Disney created that this game's based off of, you'll know there's a really cool animatronic character in that world at the Disney parks. And you can go check him out in real life, and he moves around and he talks to you. Well, they're bringing him out of the park and they're putting him into this game to kind of give him a little bit more story, which is kind of cool because when you play this game and then you go to the parks, you'll have a better idea who this guy is even more, which is kind of cool. Because really this game is just marketing hype for the Disney theme park. It's a cool mechanic, but it's pretty shallow. They didn't tell us really what's coming up in the expansion pack, and I guarantee it's gonna be paid. It's one of the few expansion packs announced today that I just know in my bones you're gonna have to shell out for. And if it's the price of the original game to get this expansion, oh, I'm gonna freak out. Now, we are all hyped for Resident Evil 4, and we didn't really get much more info at this event. And we didn't even get a release date. There was speculation that they thought, some people, super optimistic people, thought this game was actually gonna drop right after the event. Knew that wasn't gonna happen. And then some people, they said this game is definitely coming out this summer, and I don't think that's gonna happen because the way they worded it was later this year. And anytime I hear later this year, to me that screams around Halloween. Right? It's just marketing brilliance, That's exactly when I release it because it's also close to Christmas. So you're gonna hit that Halloween rush and you're gonna hit that Christmas rush. You know what? Don't hold your breath. I honestly, guys, think this is gonna come out in the fall. Speaking of the fall, one of the games I'm most hyped for out of this whole thing was After the Fall. Now this is a PC VR title that's coming to the Quest. Now, we didn't get too many details. They didn't make it sound like it's a Quest 2 exclusive, so it sounds like it's actually coming to the Quest 1, which is amazing to see it supported. but honestly, I don't know how they're gonna do it. This is one of those things where you're better off not even looking at the PC version because you're only gonna be disappointed. If you just focus on the Quest footage, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna think the graphics are fine. The sad thing is they filmed the entire trailer using PC VR. So marketing wise, you know, that's gonna set our expectations really high for what we can expect on the Quest. Now, the one game that actually did this very well was Phantom Ops, the game where you're in your kayak paddling around. You did a great job. The Quest version was awesome. Now, there was a couple things, but you never wished you were playing on a more powerful system. You were so immersed in that game. So I'm hoping this is the same thing, but you know what? This is another one that's gonna come out later, so only time will tell with this one. All right, Demolition Crew, that's all for today. That was another great video. Lots of news, lots of exciting things in the future. Did you find the dynamite? If so, comment in the timestamp below with the game you don't own for a chance to win it. You can also watch all the other videos and do the same. Wow, we got to almost 500 subscribers at the time I'm filming this. It was only a couple days ago, we just broke 100, and that was huge news. So can we get this thing to 1,000? That would be cool, because the more subscribers we get to this channel, the more exclusives and the more pull I have with developers to bring even more insider news. That's the goal. So, glad you're here with me. If you like this video, check this one out. It shows how I'm giving away $50,000 in Quest systems and games. If you've seen that one, give this one a peek below. This one's a good one too. All right, that's all for now. Take care.